Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We're actually following two big breaking stories here at noon. A key hearing for the parents of the Oxford school shooter over whether they should go to trial for the charges against them. And breaking news also out of Mexico, where 2 of the 4 kidnapped Americans have been found, but they have been found dead. A Mexican governor says that the 2 others are alive. Officials say that the 4 traveled to Mexico for cosmetic surgery, got caught in a deadly shootout, and were abducted. That law enforcement official says that cartel gunmen targeted the group in a case of mistaken identity. Of the 2 that are still alive, we know 1 is wounded and the other is unharmed. It's not clear where they were found, but we are continuing to follow the developments and we'll keep bringing you updates. Back here at home, a pivotal hearing in the case against Jennifer and James Crumbley, the parents of the Oxford High School shooter. A judge is deciding whether they can go to trial for involuntary manslaughter, and both sides just made their cases in front of the Court of Appeals. Sean Lay is there in the courtroom and can bring us up to speed on what unfolded. Take us through what happened.
Good afternoon, Rhonda. The Court of Appeals is here at Cadillac Place in Midtown. Fascinating, high-stakes hearing for the Crumbleys and for the Oakland County prosecutor who wants these involuntary manslaughter charges to stick to James and Jennifer Crumbley. Let me take you inside the Court of Appeals upstairs this morning. It's a 3-judge panel that immediately got right to very sharp questions for the attorneys for James and Jennifer Crumbley, who say the parents of the Oxford school shooter should not be charged, and Oakland County prosecutors who want the parents charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. The Crumbleys were not in court today. They're still being held in the Oakland County jail. Now, the judge is getting to it right away, asking right away if defense attorneys for the parents argue that the couple had no way of knowing their son would open fire on classmates. They did know that they bought him a gun, and they did not look in his backpack when they were called to Oxford High that day. The attorney for Jennifer Crumbley says the parents aren't to blame, school officials are to blame.
There is still no legal duty to look in a bag. There's no legal duty to look in a locker. How far does that legal duty extend? Would it go to a car? Would it require you to go through their room? I'm sure the parents wish they had looked in that bag.
Certainly, we all wish we would have.
And the thing is, the school went and got the bag from the classroom. The school personnel carried that bag down to the office where Ethan was sitting to talk to him. And they had physical possession of that bag, and they also didn't look in that bag.
Back here live, the judge is also with very pointed questions for Oakland County prosecutors. They're arguing the couple had a legal duty to help their son and prevent the shooting. Now, again, Rhonda, this is a 3-judge panel. They heard arguments on both sides. They had lots of questions. However, they're going to take this under advisement. I asked the Oakland County prosecutor when they might get a ruling on this, and they don't know. It's a 3-judge panel. When they get a ruling down, they'll put it in writing and then put it out. So we'll be watching this very, very closely for you. Back to you.
A lot at stake here, Sean. We'll check back in with you later. I know you'll keep us updated on those developments. As the hearing was getting started, families of the victims spoke out about a recent court ruling on the civil lawsuits. Late last week, a judge ruled the Oxford School District and its employees cannot be sued for the shooting. The judge said that school district employees have governmental immunity. Families have filed several lawsuits claiming that the district and its employees ignored clear warning signs. The father of Tate Meir, one of the 4 students killed in the shooting, had this to say about the shooter.
He didn't walk into the school with guns a-blazing. He walked out of the counseling office with guns a-blazing. Who's the immediate cause? I think you could make an argument that the school is the immediate cause. But we can't make that argument because our government doesn't want to be tested.
Every time you see the parents of those students, it just breaks your heart. We will have much more on the reaction from these families, and we're going to be following the Crumbleys all day in court as well. We'll keep you updated both here on the air and on clickondetroit.com for all of the significant developments. Also new this noon, Governor Whitmer has just signed a Democratic plan to cut taxes here in Michigan. The governor signed the bill into law in Lansing. It includes a repeal of the pension tax and an expansion of the earned income tax credit. It now calls the working families tax credit, and it raises the tax credit for 6% to 30% of the federal credit.
This will deliver an average combined refund of $3,150 to over 700,000 families. That's $384 million right back into family budgets, which is critical as we face high costs that are caused by inflation.
The plan passed the legislature without the $180 inflation relief checks that Governor Whitmer was proposing. Republicans were against the checks, saying that they would have prevented an automatic income tax rollback. The changes take effect next year. A hearing is being held today to consider DTE's application for another rate hike, with thousands of customers still without power from last Friday's snowstorm. DTE wants to raise rates by $620 million a year, which means a double-digit percentage increase for every homeowner. In today's hearing, the Michigan Public Safety Commission announced the public can weigh in during a hearing on March 24th in Lansing. No date has been set yet for DTE's request. At last check, DTE is reporting 4,700 customers still do not have power after that snowstorm. There are nearly 3,300 crews that are out in the field today working to get those back online. Today, the University of Michigan is holding an inauguration events for its 15th president, Santa Ono. A ceremony is scheduled for 3 o'clock this afternoon at Hill Auditorium, and there's also going to be a community reception following the ceremony at Ingalls Mall. Ono started his 5-year term last October. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan is set to deliver his 10th State of the City address tonight. This year's location will be Michigan Central Station. And make sure you join Devin Skillian, Kimberly Gill, and Christy McDonald starting at 6:30 over on our streaming channel, Local 4+. They'll have a preview of the speech, and then at 7 you can watch the State of the City address live right here on Local 4 and on Local 4+, and click on Detroit.com. Time now for your forewarned weather. You may have woken up to a little coating of snow, which created quite the problem on the morning drive. This is a view of downtown Mount Clemens, where it appears the sun has helped it melt, but not before a rough commute this morning, Brandon.
And now we are reaping the rewards of some sunshine. I mean, we're battling some breezes out there, so it is not ideal, but we're seeing temps of 40 degrees or upper 30s to 40 south of 10 Mile. North of there, it's mainly middle 30s, and the winds sort of that counterbalance to the warmth of the sunshine, because a north wind in the upper teens is now gusting 20 to 30 miles an hour. So it feels a good 10 degrees cooler in the upper 20s as you're heading out. Here's a look at clouds and radar, and nothing on radar, even cloud cover not showing up. What is this? This is all snowpack from satellite view. You notice nothing's really moving, even though our clock is moving. So we have abundant sunshine for your Tuesday. Free vitamin D. Get out there and soak it up. Just know that that breeze will be whipping a little bit, but lower 40s right where we should be. And we're going to stick here until the next snow. Rhonda, coming up.
All right, we'll hear more about that when Brandon comes back in just a few. In the meantime, still ahead, breaking news on a major airline merger, why the Biden administration is trying to block the deal between JetBlue and Spirit. But first, terrifying moments on a United flight when a man did right before trying to open the emergency exit that has him now facing some serious charges.